Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Do hope you're all doing well. I'm gonna go ahead and make doubly sure. Yeah, there we go. So you should be able to hear the actual audio now. The music, that is. learned that last night. I do wonder how long actually I'd had it without any music. That must have been really awkward. But yes, welcome. Do hope you're all doing well. I know I'm streaming a little bit earlier than I normally do. But in fairness, I'm like, I need to actually make more use of my time. I actually did buy a new pair of sports shoes, or running shoes, in the sale. And I've been panning them in. So there you go. Effective use of time. You can do an essay while panning in some shoes. How you doing there, Snake? Good to have you, my man. You're always here, aren't you? I gotta wonder where you're from, my friend. Okay. So, the turn previous then, it could have been better. How you doing there, Garner? Good to have you, my friend. Yeah, it could have gone better. It could have gone significantly worse. We did lose the initiative as well, so lots of things I would have preferred had not happened. But, yeah, it could have been, it could have gone a lot worse, in fairness. I mean, we had a Romanian unit shattered, but that's not the same as, well, that is destroyed, but that's not the same as German divisions being destroyed. How you doing there, Rob? Good to have you. Aye. So, I am quite happy, because even though these divisions are, like, some of them actually, yeah, like these guys, they do have combat readiness. They got it relatively well. It does give us another division. It gives us a couple more divisions I can actually make use of, so that is actually pretty good there. Yeah, to be fair, actually, it was snowing a little bit outside earlier today, and now it's just raining. And it's bloody cold today. Pretty awful, pretty awful. Everybody always thinks like December's like a snowy month, and like here on the Eastern Front it certainly is, but here in the UK it tends to be January when we get the shittiest weather. But yeah, there we go. We did have a couple of issues along the line as well, which wasn't too particularly fantastic. But speaking of the actual aircraft over here, we actually did well enough in the air war. I mean, we had, yeah, 5 pilots KIA. Which is not bad, actually. I mean, 5 killed in action is not too bad. We can manage that. We haven't lost all that many because we've never flown that much. One fight there, so that had been a Romanian or Hungarian around Stalingrad. But yeah, 21 in total there. Operational loss has been a big thing. But we did manage to shoot down a fair number of enemy aircraft. I mean, 185 there. That's not bad for 21 on our own. And 12 of those have been operational losses due to really poor weather in general. So, not bad, really. Not bad. Yeah, we've not lost, not that many Fokker Wolves. Can manage at least with that. Meeting quite a few different aircraft there. Okay. Yeah, I know, right? Fine day indeed. Go ahead and... Sorry, let's go ahead and actually take a look at the airbase. Yeah, so we have the BF-109G2 out here. I did send a number of BF-109s to Italy. What I'm going to go ahead and do when we do actually have the... just, well, commencement of the air war once again in the east, we'll have them transferred out. But at least for the time being, they can actually be of use in Italy. Might buy some breathing room elsewhere. We do have another Focke-Wulf 190A4 or A5s actually to head out here to the Eastern Front too in the near future, so that's quite handy. Yeah, see, a number of these guys have some good kills, like that guy there, D-Beck has 18, that's pretty cool. Yeah, so we are seeing some ready and wounded over here as well. It's a pretty good job that they really only fly interception, so that's pretty handy for them. Could potentially change that loadout, but there's no need there really. And we don't actually have the drop tank available to us at this moment in time. Yeah, a few jets would be nice, but that would be pretty interesting. So, yeah, I did start the construction of a couple of airfields over here as well. They may actually need a construction unit manually assigned to them. I think Hardman, oh, I don't know. Honestly, if it's a pilot, I'm not entirely sure where they could be at this moment in time, really. We have had a lot of squadrons moved around, so it's hard to say. Oops. Yeah, more than likely we'll have to assign a construction unit there. Oh, we can manage that. Now, this is something I need to try and push out of here. It being a rifle corps does not help me out at all. I think really these positions over here look as if... I mean, in fairness as well, once we do have the river freeze, and I think it will freeze, we might actually go ahead and push across there to the other side, into the area around Leningrad proper there. That could be potentially done. There are strong forces in there. But if I could at least weaken it, and even, I mean, Heavy Woods is a pretty nice one, so I would prefer to lead the attack over this way and then push that one out. You can see there, 30-32 from Heavy Woods makes a big difference, but Clear's manageable enough. So I'm going to have to look at how I can bring forces together and have that organized. That would be quite cool. Yeah, in terms of actual air power, there's really not a tremendous amount left. We do have some Romanian fighters over here. We actually do have 2 groups of those there. Do have the Stukas out here. And I'm going to go ahead and have them sent to the reserve. We can actually go ahead and move that artillery out there. That's a good question there, Noel. Good question. Yeah, so we'll transfer them to the reserve there. There will be a time for them. Oh, how you doing there, Vulcan? Good to have you. Not seen you for a little while. 6 armies, not too bad. We did have many of them route out there. And we still have these guys over here, which some of them did come under attack. Like, they did actually come under fairly heavy attack over here, so it could have been significantly worse. But we do have the ability to potentially open this up. So we may be able to actually get them out of there, which would... it would definitely help. It really would help. I'll go ahead and turn that off. There we go. Yeah, they did move a lot of our forces over here then. If I go ahead and actually take a look at the battles, you can see that we did have a large amount of those battles take place over here. I mean, these guys... they did put up resistance. I mean, if we take a look there, they knock out 33 AFVs, they knock out 57 there. And then they are finally routed, and we do lose a lot of those guns. But they did put up a pretty good fight. To say, under the circumstances that they found themselves in, hey, nice, Savannah. Compared to manpower, your artillery losses were very heavy. Yeah, no, I do agree there, Savannah. I mean, this is it. We can replace men to a degree. We do have that at the pool, especially with the TOE reduction. Artillery, though, is a pretty nasty thing. We did have a breakout. The issue that we had, really, is that I did open a corridor out, but I wasn't able to maintain that corridor being open. And then on a turn, I probably, in retrospect, should have pulled out sooner, because we had the rivers begin to freeze then the turn afterwards, and that enabled them to push across, really. That turn before the rivers froze, we should have gone ahead and done that. So that's me not really taking a closer look at the actual rivers. Because they're almost well, yeah, they're pretty close to freezing right now. Yeah, the Soviets have around about 100,000 units of artillery. 99,677. We're down to 31,466 here at the moment in time, which is not ideal. Though, again, with the actual TOEs being reduced to 70%, it isn't just the men, it is the equipment within those divisions as well. So we should, in theory, have at least a greater stockpile of artillery. Hey, dinner, Alex. Good to have you, my man. I've actually got a box to send that Battletech starter set over to you in the near future, actually. Just going to be going up there to the post office possibly tomorrow. Possibly tomorrow, if I get the time. Right, let's see then. So all pools will do for now. I want to go ahead and take a look at German. So, heavy artillery. Right, in terms of infantry guns, let's go ahead and take a look at active, I guess. That's where it may show up more. Mortars are there. Those are Russian. Okay. 125. Yeah, artillery is always going to be in pretty high demand then, isn't it? Transit. Yeah, quite a few in transit now, really. Yeah, no, it'd be good. It'd be good. At least I actually get some use, really. Okay, so we do actually have a fair amount of actual anti-tank guns out here, which is interesting. But of course, these ones aren't as quiet as they once were. In JG52, we can have a look for that. Yeah, I'll have a look at that then. So if I go over here, not to that one in fact, but here, go to air. I'm going to assume it's a fighter bomber one. JG-52. Is it 52? JG-52. We do have that broken up somewhat. Oh, they're actually on map, okay. And we're looking for a Hartmann. Herman. Not seen him there. Oh, there we go. We have a Hartmann over here, then E. Hartmann. Yeah. Okay, so he's flying a 109 G2 then at the moment. Interesting. On ground spot, but I'm going to take them off, and I would say. Time to take all those heavy cannons and siege mortars out of reserves. Well, I mean, this is it, isn't it, really? We'll take a look at what we actually do have in the reserve shortly enough. Now, yeah, let's go ahead and just take a look at the air phase and in general first. So I do have some reconnaissance assets over here. I mean, that one obviously needs to go to reserve. Yeah, they go to reserve. They can rebuild at least. Okay, now the Romanians. We can move them. I'm going to go ahead and... Oh, we actually do have more Stukas over here, then, so I'm going to have them sent out. They'll come in useful soon. Well, I actually like... there's a dark beer, black beer. No, is it beer? I forget what it's called now, but it's an actual beer, like, by the name of Golovka, actually. I like that one. Whoops. Alright, there we are. Then we have them there. Okay, these aircraft, how do they actually compare, really? So, we've got 2 HMG, 4 rifle caliber there. Yeah. Not especially amazing, but they could be used elsewhere, really. Yeah, I know, it's pretty cool, that, isn't it? Excuse me. Ooh, the main Soviet fighter is going to be an interesting thing to... I'm not entirely sure what it would be at this moment in time. I mean, maybe if we take a look at, like, total losses, we might be able to figure that one out. We're seeing Yak 7s, Yak 1, Yak 1B. LA 5s there. Obviously, those are ILs. Yeah, so it's a bit of a mix, a bit of a hodgepodge there. We obviously... Oh, we do see, obviously, Lend-Lease aircraft in there as well. So they're pretty nasty, too. But yeah, it looks to be the Yak series that they're running with at the moment. Yeah, they do have a fair amount of LA5s though, of course. Okay. So as far as it goes then for the actual air phase, I just frankly don't have all that much. We do have a good number of BF-109s over this area now. And they need to get out of here. Must have not noticed those guys. Nothing down this way. Then elsewhere, really, it's just... Yeah. Having them actually available for interception, really. And they're doing a pretty good job at that. Yeah, a couple of squadrons. So yeah, we can work with that. I'll go ahead and run the air phase. Reconnaissance would have been nice over here, but I want to make... Well, I mean, we're in a blizzard at the moment, so it's not exactly ideal. Either way. So let me go ahead and make a quick save there. I mean, in fairness, it's like... They were needed. And at the end of the day, they're still useful out in the east. Okay. A very, very uneventful air phase here. There's literally no sorties being flown by either side. I was say, it felt really weird. I need to go ahead and actually, I'll increase the, prior to this game later on then. Or at least make it administrative, whatever you want to call it. Should help. Oh, maybe it's just a bit slow. you doing there, Jonathan? Yeah, so that's 0 and 0, so the easiest air phase ever. Yeah, so if you take a look then, get a bit of a feel for things. Yeah, we're going to be pulling out of this area shortly. With a loss of initiative, it's already in the... well, it's already happened, really. We can do it a number of different ways, really. And we kind of have to a degree. We'll have to pull out in a more measured way. But I will look to see what forces can be moved out of here, really. But we are going to start the process of abandoning the Caucasus, really. Well, the Kuban, really. Kuban. Yeah. We'll have some forces move over here to Crimea, then the rest of the forces will head north this way. But of course, I could have them head that way, and it actually probably would make more sense to have the 17th Army go that way, into Crimea. Yeah, it's been difficult with the AI settings, really, but we do have we have an opportunity to at least rectify that. It will be pretty tough. I mean, they will still come to attack again this turn. But even if they can shuffle down a hex, that's still pretty good for us. It does tie up the Soviet attention a little bit longer. I'm pretty shocked that these Romanians over here did not come into attack. That really did help. We had the Italians come into attack over here, and this son of a biatch pushed through over here, which wasn't ideal. I wasn't particularly happy that Boroznesh just routed, yeah, that did surprise me, I must admit. I didn't expect that one to go as it did, especially after they had been reinforced as well. So, wasn't the most desirable outcome. Especially, I mean, I know it's 8,000 men, I suppose that is a big issue there, really, isn't it? Probably might have been better off sending another division in there. But I honestly expected it to last longer than it did. But I did call it, actually, which is funny. That's a good question there, Jonathan. We're playing with difficulty settings that allows the AI to move its forces more freely across the map, which is very handy. But what you can go ahead and do as well is really just consider that having a human opponent is definitely going to be the best case. I know, Verkan, I know, and this is it, isn't it? They can be overrun by sheer numbers. I just expected them to maybe have lasted a little longer. I think maybe it feels raw because I called it on that turn, saying, oh, it's probably going to be the city that comes under attack. And then it came under attack, but then they routed. I was like, oh, okay. Panzers, I've been trying to... well, we do have forces over here. We do have Panzers in the general area. A lot of the Panzers got minced up over this way. I did send 3 Panzer divisions over here to Kharkov. I don't really want to overload this area in general. And I also wanted these guys not to draw a huge amount of freight, but still be in a position... oh, yeah, they've got a transfer. I was wondering if that button actually had been broken or not. But yes, I wanted them to be in a position where they could potentially draw freight if needs be. Well, obviously freight, but I mean like replacements. So obviously they didn't draw replacements. You can see they had an admin failure there, which doesn't help. But yeah, you can see that they received all the freight they needed. They're in a position where they're able to avoid the winter, which is quite handy. And I'm not entirely sure how they're to be used, really. I want them actually rebuilt, if that makes sense. There's a big consideration to be made, really, about just having them sent out into the theatre box, really. Into the reserve box. Yeah, artillery as well. It does make a big difference when they can move around. It is pretty hard to say, really. But yeah, do go ahead and check out Vegetius. I'm pronouncing that wrong. I want to say Veggie Gamer, but it's not right. But yeah, do go ahead and check him out. And give him a subscription. More than worthwhile. Yeah, so as I spoke about during the actual turn resolution last night, if we can actually hold these shoulders like this, we do have a pretty good opportunity there. We are in the second winter, so there is going to be like an effect from the winter, but it's nowhere near as bad as the first winter, which is pretty handy. This area over here as well came to attack. Yes, vegetable gaming. Yes, I gaming. Yes, I know gameable. I'm sorry, man. Yeah, these divisions are coming under pressure. We could potentially consider having the TOEs increased as well. How you doing there, Arthur? Oh, that's cool, man. I'll be streaming later on as well on the Slytherin channel. We'll be doing some Armored Brigade, but I'm going to be using the 1942 or 1943 mod, actually. I'd say this one's worse, probably. Okay. Obviously, that level of fortification being broken down does not help. What I may want to go ahead and do then is maybe in positions like what we have here, like woods. Yeah. Let me go ahead and use the drawing tool. I often have it and don't use it. What I could potentially go ahead and do is have this division reinforce this division here. So we have 2 divisions in level 1, which is all well and good, but if I can hold that position and that position, then it does prevent... Well, it makes it very difficult for them zone control-wise. 5th Panzer is not too far out, but I will go ahead and check that. These positions being at 2 are helpful, but you can see that we do have a pressure here and pressure here. They also did attempt to break through. We do have a city over here, which gives us a very good position to work with. We have a natural 2 plus the 2 there, which is very good. Here... No, not there. Here, they were in the clear terrain, which did not help them. There is the light woods over here, which is quite useful. Very useful, you could say. But I think what I'm going to go ahead and do then is have these forces pull back into the swamp over here. That level 3 swamp is actually really nice, but I do want to have just... I don't know, it's one of those, it's difficult, because I do want to shorten the line. I really, really do want to shorten that line. And I think I can do that. The pressure over here isn't that great. The pressure's really shifted out this way. And actually, in all honesty, the pressure really has shifted over here completely. It is actually quite a large change there. I mean, at least we do have level 1 forts over here, but this being clear terrain is not ideal. Not ideal at all. The divisions that are headed down this way may have to actually help the situation here to begin with. Yeah, it's a very interesting situation because the Soviets are able to move their forces pretty freely. Pretty interestingly, though, they are being kind of weird out here. I mean, AI is still being AI. It's definitely a game which favors having a human opponent, because a human opponent is never going to press you like a SOB. But at least we do have these over here that I can force to capitulate. Yeah, decisive campaigns are done. I need to actually have a go at that. I have a terrible tendency as of late that Slytherin or whatever Matrix, the same company, but they'll email me and say, oh, hey, there's a key here for this game, if you'd like to go ahead and play it. And then I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go ahead and do that. And then I forget to actually put the key in, and then I just forget. And it's a problem, and I need to rectify that. So we have linked back up with Eliki Luki over here, which is probably one of the best defensible positions on the map right now. I mean, that level 5 fort is actually pretty insane. 12,000 men too, they're actually in a pretty damn good position, a pretty enviable position there. Yeah, it does look good, I hear that it's not very easy, which is what I would like. I've also heard that it's probably another game that you should play by email, but most games are like that. Okay. Right, we'll go ahead and take a look at what we have then in OKH in terms of actual support that has arrived. OKH being down this way. We do have a couple divisions as well. These guys being 16k. Their TOEs have not been affected. Obviously, this guy not being 16k, this is a little field division. I do have a Sturm units over here that I was hoping I could make into support units. I'm going to have to double check that. I swear to God, you can definitely do it with them. Yeah, these divisions need to be moved out. I may perhaps go ahead and utilize the rail system to bring them out this way, and it may actually be required. Well, it may be very much required. We are seeing pressure along the line, but it's not that bad so far. Yeah, I know, right? And 5s you can't make, they have to be there by scenario design, which is pretty damn impressive. What I might go ahead and do then, due to the fact that we have very good logistics in this area, is I may go ahead and authorize about a core or two to actually increase back up to the 100% TOE. I may go ahead and do that. Definitely a core, I think. Maybe go for like an assault core. But essentially I want to have them able to cross the river over here. That could be quite handy. Or even potentially take Copino. Might go for that. But again, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at the OKH. How the fuck did I get that? But, okay. Alright, OKH. That's OKW. Oh, it's over here in Warsaw. Probably want to move it out of Warsaw, but it's fine there. Yeah, so at the moment we do have the 502nd and 503rd Heavy Panzer Battalion. We will have more coming under their command shortly enough. So that's 20 Tiger. Right, so we have 40 Tigers to play with, which is a fair amount. Ah, that's interesting. So the update did change the armor of the Tiger, but it looks like it hasn't actually been applied here. So I imagine the actual change to the devices haven't actually been carried out. At least, well, yeah, due to the fact that I've updated the game in motion. So there we go. That's a good reason to start to play by email when things are all well and good, to be fair. But still, that's good to see. That's still a good thing to have, really, aren't they? Right. Now, where am I going to want them? I'm going to want them down here. The good news is I still get to keep the army groups, which is fantastic. I believe I do. I'm going to go ahead and actually check on the reinforcements and actually around here. Yeah, exactly there, Snake. It's why I'm kind of thinking that we have like a core brought up to like proper standards. Okay. So it did have a large amount of construction units arrive on the map here today. General Gordon's division. Interesting. That's in North Africa. That's cool. 5th Panzer Army. I believe it arrives in the 7th turn. So we have the Kempf Detachment Army. Yeah, there we go. We have the 5th Panzer Army there. Okay. That's going to be quite useful then, just to have another army on the map. Really, it's going to be quite handy. So we do have the, well, we have the high command ability now. I mean, we essentially have like 5 army groups, which is really good compared to like the 3 army groups we have to begin with. So having the 5th, well, 4th and 5th really is a blessing, absolute blessing. But having another army there really will help. Yeah, so Tonkov. Yeah, the SS are moving to Western Europe. That's okay for now. We are in a situation where we do need more troops in Western Europe, but I'll probably have them transferred to the east soon enough. But it's not, again, I'm going to maintain it's not an issue of manpower. It's more so, again, the freight to where we need it. That's a big thing. Yeah, these took batteries. I imagine these ones were either destroyed around Stalingrad? It might have been. Yeah, they may have been. Okay. Yeah, you say that, Snake. And again, that comes, how would people feel if I was to send these guys to the reserve? I know it might seem preemptive right now, but I do feel like it might be worthwhile to take that opportunity. But of course, they are very useful to actually maintain here, because I have something that is able to gain combat prep. Yeah. It's a pretty valuable opportunity for them to repair their armored vehicles as well. And just essentially be outside of the winter. Yeah, they've got almost everything they need there. And that's a rarity for them. It's pretty rare. To either. When's that actually upgraded? Yeah, so we have that in 7 turns there. I mean, the issue that we run into is the fact that we only have so much production anyway. I do have a 26th Panzer Division here in the reserve right now. So they took on 3 Panzer 4Gs. Yeah. They're about as cushy as they're ever going to be. Well, this is it, but it's like... it's hard. It is hard. I do want to have a mobile force I can actually use to counterattack. They actually have more vehicles than they need. Not that one, though. But that one definitely does. We did free up a number of vehicles, actually, by setting unit static, actually, which is quite good. And I could do that further around this area. And it is tempting to actually regain those vehicles. Right, let me see. So I've got L-Core over here. What does L-Core have underneath it, then? So I have a Latvian motorize the Dutch SS there. We do have the police, infantry blue. And we have 2 divisions there. Okay. So we do have those are big guns. Yeah, very big guns. We'll move more down this way. Right. And then that core there. See, the issue is, Colpino, or Colpino, however you want to pronounce that, it does seem to prevent me from having this rail line used here. Seems that way, but you think it'd work there, but it doesn't seem to. If I could drive them back, that'd be quite handy. Okay, let's get some stuff done then. So I've got this element there of the 225th, which is actually really awesome, because I can rebuild that here today. What I'm going to go ahead and do then is just... where's a depot? Yeah, I've got depots there too. Okay. They can shift there. I'll go ahead and rebuild the 225th. And there we have it. Once again, finally put together. And I do have 58th Infantry Division there. Okay. So the 1st Luftwaffe Field Division is going to move in there. And the 21st, what have we got there? That's light woods. That's light woods. Heavy woods there. That's 5,000 men. Maybe I should move them in. Yeah, okay. I'd have preferred to move them back now. I kind of regret doing that, but hey, well. Not much I can do about that. So they can just go there for now then. They're close enough to where they can be reinforced anyway. Right, so that frees up 2 divisions there, which is handy. Well, we pulled out the 5th Panzer Army, the headquarters, not the entire army. Obviously, they would find it pretty difficult, but the game allows us to do that, so we'll just have to suck it up and deal with it, really. You need to hold till SS Panzer Corps arrives there. Yeah, and as well, having that morale really is very helpful. Okay, so relatively speaking, I have 3 divisions over here then. They're actually at full strength, which is interesting. That's very interesting that they're up there. I'll go ahead and actually authorize them to have the 100% strength that they require. And I will authorize the same over here as well. Oh, 1,000% here would be nice. That'd be a fucking big division. Their morale's not particularly fantastic. Yeah, our national morale being down to 70 is not great. Used to be 75 base. Yeah, these guys still up there. I do have a Jaeger. Yeah, that's almost a level 3 fort. Again, these are very close to being level 3s too. Did they come to attack that turn? They didn't, but they did. Yeah. So we'll bring them up. In fact, I'm going to have that core brought up then, so... Oh, I could do it in a certain way, but I'm going to do it this way. So, let's see. Yeah, I mean, we can get across the river. I mean, yeah, I mean, I say Kolpno. This is the area we'll attack, sorry. I know what I meant to say. We're going to wait for the river to freeze, and then we'll go across there, then. Would be ideal if I could have, like, units of the depot so they rebuild pretty quick. But they should rebuild fairly quickly anyway. We should have freight stored here. Yeah, we have. We have a lot stored there at the front. Oh man, we do. That's a shitload right at the front line. That's pretty interesting. Damn. That is a that's pretty interesting. Okay. I mean, it's really good to have all that freight there, but I didn't expect it all to be there, so I guess I should have expected it to have been a 4. Go ahead and have that as a 4 then. Yeah, it's a bit of a weird rail system. They probably would be okay there. In fact, I may want to go ahead and have them in place. I think I'm going to go ahead and have them in place there. Okay. 93. Saying that, they could have actually done with having that rest, couldn't they? I kind of regret that now. I'll take 58 and have 58 for rest. Yeah, okay, we'll have to live with that. Yeah, these positions over here are under pressure, aren't they? Okay, there. Oh, that's it. I think that might be something that maybe might more house ruly. It's a good point, though. Well, that reduces the strength there too much. It should be relatively okay. It's like, well, Lightwood's not especially great. Do have a something about this division doesn't sit right. Seems weaker than should be. I think because this one still has, has better morale, that's why. Just have them move there so they can go ahead and rebuild. I was going to rebuild a number of German divisions in this area and prepare for an offensive across here. So 36, 39. See, this is it. I'd like to fall back and have that there. I mean, I do have a lot of swamp to work with, which is kind of why I've got these guys here, really. They really need to dig. I'd be half tempted to actually give them construction battalions to make sure they could dig these pretty quick. It is hard to dig during the winter, though, I must admit. They can go to that closer core. Probably going to be a DLC. I think they said it's going to be like a scenario or something of that nature. Maybe they'll just add it into the full campaign at some point, who knows. Another army over here would be great. Okay. It might actually just be, in general, a good idea to authorize 18th Army being brought up to size there, really. A couple of these units here. I could probably do that with the freight that we have in the area. I was thinking because this area doesn't draw that much. I mean, it does draw freight, but it doesn't draw all that much freight. I do want these panzers elsewhere, to be honest. Okay. So they're isolated, which is good. That's going to be a problematic one. What terrain are they in? Clear. Okay. What's that? Clear. Light woods. And clear. Yeah, so we can manage that pretty easily then. I think we can retake initiative, yeah. I think we can do that one. Right, let me go ahead and attack that then. Okay. So... do see two of our own fight source there. But we do force them to surrender, which is good. Now, what I'm interested in doing here as well is if I can try and build their morale, that'd be quite good. Yeah, notice all the damage tanks there. Oh, wow, look at that morale. Are they all 95? No, wow, that's a huge difference. That's a real... wow, okay, that is the division I want rebuilt. I'm gonna have to take a look at the actual manual and see how we can... If we have to send that to reserve to get that morale back up, then I bloody well will, so that's worthwhile doing. What do we have there? Yeah, okay. I mean, this is it. Let's go ahead and actually take a look at the manual then regarding morale. So I think that is certainly worthwhile taking a look at. I just need to have like an actual shortcut to the manual. That would make a lot more sense than what I'm doing now, but hey ho. Okay. I'm going to look at the normal manual because it's a little bit prettier than the living manual. But I want to go ahead and take a look at the actual morale shite. Okay. That is, oh yeah, when you take Stalingrad, yeah. I just take a look over here for now because I want to find out how. Okay, so if it says anything about morale, that would be good. Oh, here we go. I'm more than 4 hexes from the enemy. That's probably what I was thinking about. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right, powers on wall. I just want to see when it tells me about the morale. Okay. I am looking forward to when the rivers do freeze. I think Major freezes at 7, so that's going to be quite good. We'll take a quick look at the mild winter rules then while we're here. So, 4354 is relatively mild. The weather front will shift the weather to blizzard. Okay. Yeah, pretty mild. I mean, obviously these ones are significantly harder. Oh, is it 8 hexes? I thought it was further. Yeah. 8 hexes, yeah. Right, let me find morale. Ooh. Oh, that's unit morale. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing there. Retreat units may lose 1 morale point. And then up to 2 there. And then routed. That's the big thing, is that routed units do lose that morale. That adds up. But I want to know is how I can rebuild that morale. Yeah, I thought I'd heard something about that. Oh, there we go. If a unit's morale is below its national morale, or 50, whichever is lowest, and it is more than 10 hexes away from the nearest enemy unit, it may gain 0 to 2 morale points each turn. Right. Yeah, so there's actually a chance that it can have its morale decrease there. Oh, there we are. Okay. Yeah, there we are. That's what I wanted to see there. The unit is in the reserve theatre box or in a theatre box with no ground combat, so they can recover that morale. The unit is a very good supply. Yeah. Interesting as well. Units that are isolated can lose morale. I mean, it sounds obvious, doesn't it? But it's good to see, though. Okay, that's very cool. So, yeah, I want to go ahead and get that one. I think I'd really prefer to have 5th Panzer Division actually moved out to the theatre box then. It should actually be able to recover that morale then. And, yeah, just in general take on more equipment once again. How are we looking here on TOE? Though I could even have it moved out to, well, I don't know, somewhere like Orsha, or even Minsk could be potentially a good place. Or even over here at Pskov. Pskov could actually be quite useful. Just have them moved out that way so they're obviously outside range of the enemy. Set them to obviously refit. So, I don't know, how do you guys feel about it? I'm thinking that it might be worthwhile to keep them on the map as I have then a unit, but I don't think this theatre really needs it. I think of really all the theatres, this is probably the part that doesn't need it. And it probably would be worthwhile just to get it the hell out of here so it can actually recover properly. I think we go for the reserve box, really. Taking one off the map ain't going to make a difference. Or at least that much of a difference. So it needs to be a working rail line. Bring the roads up. I don't really want to move them anywhere where there's no roads. I'll have them move to Pskov. Oh, initiative never switches back then. Ah, that sucks. Oh well, can live with that. Okay. They should be able to manage that. Again, not happy to see vehicle losses, but okay. At least that gains them. I forgot what that morale was beforehand, I should check that, but there's a chance they potentially gain morale. So that's very useful. Okay, those infantry divisions need to move in there. Right, that being mechanized, we have to treat it appropriately. And these motorized need to move the hell out. Okay. It will be very... yeah. Okay. Mr. Smarty Pants. Oh, we can hear Swamp. Right. Need to move forces down to there. which is going to be a lot of fun. What I'm going to go ahead and do is reform divisions. Can work it out from that point then. I think at least 2 regiments on there would be relatively fine. Well, I mean, this is it. It's like those Panzer divisions are Kharkov. They're in an interesting position there, really, aren't they? Like, I really want to go ahead and do that, but I need to recognize that there's a pretty large threat out here. Yeah, I mean, that's the only problem with the physical manuals, isn't it? But then again, I guess that's the nature of the beast there. Oh, 1.9. Yeah. I like the... Well, I use the living manual, but it's so goddamn ugly. Alright, I'll go ahead and take a look at that. That's basics. I wish I could, can I don't know how. Page width? Page fit? Well, that's big. But that is pretty helpful. It does seem from the latest patch notes that deliberate attacks and hasty attacks, it seems like deliberate attacks employs artillery properly, whereas like hasty doesn't, which is actually pretty interesting. So that's the big thing there, special turn 1 rules. That's what I'm going to have to take a look at now. Yeah, that movement bonus for Axis units attacking into the Baltics is really important. Okay, we'll look at that later on. I do like to go through that. Hey, Dunno, Matt, good to have you. I mean, this is it, really. I mean, I guess this is it, isn't it, really? Like, we do have a low-level fighting. We have that going on each and every turn, but due to this being like an operational level game, it's like we don't see the individual bombardment, we see the action of the formation, really, don't we? That's probably it. Okay. Now, we do still have a lot of fight left. I also can save this situation, I do believe. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at this then. Oops. I do need to try and pull these Panzer divisions off the line. I need to get the infantry down here, really. Which we can do, which is good. I do have a fair few there. I do want to maintain at least... I don't know, I could have divisions on here, but I think divisions are going to be overkill. Especially considering what we have here. Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, this is it. Admiral's Edition is an interesting one in that... it does actually have a larger scope, but also a smaller scope at times as well. At least you have more control in that situation. This is a really nice defensive position, I've got to say. There's really not that much in the way of pressure here, which is nice. Okay. Oops, what? Oh, it's a regiment already. Kind of leaves me in a weird position there, but clear. I do want to have a division in there. May not be a bad idea, just have a regiment behind the lines digging in. Could go into reserve, really. In fairness, if I had taken a look at that, I would have thought, oh, I could attack there. That really, yeah, okay, that looks like a really good opportunity to do that. I don't think I'm going to do it now, but that would be a good idea to do. But I could push up and take those positions. Even the heavy woods. That would actually be pretty nice. Kind of regret doing that now, otherwise I could have attacked there. Maybe I could probably still attack and win that, but still heavy wood, so I still have to respect that. So I'll get these guys behind the line then for now. I do want to shift divisions down this way. But I do... Ooh, do I want to maintain them here? Just another turn would be worthwhile, just to take those positions, really. To move out of, like... Actually, we do have a... No, we don't have a city there. I thought we had a city, but it's a town, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so... I'll maintain them around here for one more turn, and then we can attack and take these positions then. Or can we do it now? I'm going to have to move this way anyway, so let's go ahead and see. I will give that a go if I can take that now. Oh. Yeah, route and retreat there. Loss is actually really minimal, so that's... Wow, they lost a lot of aircraft. Okay. Right, coolio, coolio. How am I going to do this? I can move 2 regiments there. Right. They can't actually be moved in here yet, so I did pay for that. Okay, we can do it like that then. Okay. Yeah, I think that's worthwhile. Might as well try and take these defensive positions. Also something to bear in mind in for future games there, really, isn't it? Like, that is a line you really want to take, if you can, because that's where you get all the good defensive terrain. Again, I want to pull them back, but at least for now they can actually just maintain that level 4 position in an effing swamp, so that's cool. Okay, yeah, okay. They can just, they can have that for now. I wanted to move more forces down this way, but I'll take that. Right, steal these guys, and then we can actually, yeah, we've been able to just push it down a little bit, so at least I can actually patch that up for now. Do need some more infantry divisions out this way, but we'll work with what we've got. Another couple can move down there, then. These Luftwaffe need to, well, Jaeger divisions need to be moved out. That needs to go to the north now. And they could actually be useful as reserves, but it's one of those, really, isn't it? I'm going to have those Luftwaffe field divisions move north. They're pretty useful around Orienbaum. I mean, like, right now I do have this entirely around Orienbaum. And it's like, it's basically equivalent to, like, 2 German regiments in each with less artillery. But that's okay. They're in good defensive fortification. It does mean that I can have divisions moved over here. Yeah, so no wonder I could have moved them away. They need to be further away from the front then. So that Orsha. Have them move out that way, because I do want to make that into a support unit. Yeah, so now I can actually transfer, so that's good to know. So I think they need to have a certain amount there to be useful. Yeah, I mean, this is it. It's, at least as an actual division, they tend to have a little bit more holding capacity, but yeah, this is the thing, isn't it, really? They do have the 88s, though, which is pretty interesting. And they actually do have the Stugs in there, which is intriguing. I do love this mod with the pictures. It's really actually quite nice. It is very much a pleasant situation. Granted, though, they're down on TOE, so I could actually up their TOE. I think I'm going to go ahead and up their TOE. We'll put these guys back to 100, considering that they are around Orienbaum here. I have saved quite a spectacular amount of squads across the whole, so I think I can... this is an important area to actually hold. Yeah, there we are. Yeah, pretty interesting. Yeah, so I'm effectively authorizing TOE increases over here, then. It does depend really on that line. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do, then, is... these are... it's a pretty rough situation, isn't it? Light woods is not what you want. Yeah. Yeah, that clear terrain being especially poor. And this would be nice to take that, because it does make that line a little stronger. And I could put it... I think what I can go ahead and do, then, I'm going to move in here into the light woods. Take that position. But I'm also going to have the 69th Division moved in there as well. Now that brings it up there to 28. But it does give me 2 divisions worth of... Wow, that's really poor construction value. Kind of hope for more. Could build a depot there now, actually. Well, there we have a infantry division. Well, battalion, sorry. Okay. Well, they're sitting on top of a division, in fairness. And this is it, it's trying to figure out where to reinforce around going whole hog. It may be worthwhile just bring them all up, I guess. But I want to make it a measured response, so I think individual units I'll bring up. I don't want to just, like, throw what we've gained. Oh, fuck. I was like, 200? What? Yeah. I think where they're in the 30s, I'll have them increase their strength. Which is going to end up being most of it over here, but... Fuck, why do I keep typing 200? Yeah, then they can manage that. Once they dig in there, they'll be fine. Yeah, they have those there. They could do some artillery though. Let's give them at least one more for now. And they are being attacked. I guess I'll bring them up, but yeah, I think they're probably a good candidate to bring up, aren't they, really? So I'm having to use artificial means to bring them up to where I need them anyway. Okay. I really wish I'd left them behind so I could have gained... yeah, I had the opportunity to rest them. That was a bit of a full bar. Not entirely perfect positions here, really. Well, they are now. Okay. I mean, I am going to make use of them, man. Why not? Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch. That cost me quite a few vehicles, in fairness, actually. They did have a fair few in there. What did they actually have? That's a fair few Panzers. What did we actually encounter then? That's okay. I mean, that's yeah. How you doing there, Christian? Oh, I've been doing this for a while, and I actually do get to have the claim to be the first one to stream it, actually. So hey yo, yeah, that was fun. But there are certainly betters that do it. Better of us that do it better than I suppose you could say. Okay. They do have tea. I do want to go ahead and build up that morale. You are on the 59th? Very light. Not bad, Commander. Yeah, I can't wait to pull these guys off the line. And it is clear terrain, so that's perfect. Let's see. They're not going to have the opportunity, but that does give me a division there. As we have one there. Oh, that's good there, Christian. So they withdraw then on the 10th turn. Okay. Where are they actually withdrawn to? Western Europe, then Balkans, then back to the map. Okay. I don't mind that, so they can actually recover. Might as well make use of them now, then. Yeah, I was about to say, are they going to hold on there? Okay, so 10 AFV is not ideal, but we do force them. I mean, we were giving that one as a freebie, to be honest. They've had quite a few aircraft losses here. And that may actually be artillery captured, which would be effing fantastic. Alright, I need to go ahead and rebuild these guys too. So that's good then, at least we have a situation nearly in hand. These guard corps are a pain in the ass. But I really need that army moving down south. Yeah, these guys really could benefit, but then again, it's the issue. I mean, they're below the actual TOE that was set anyway. That more so comes from just the freight issues. Okay. I think what I'll go ahead and do then, I do love the motorized, but I need to pull the Panzers out. That one can... I mean, I could even potentially cancel that. It will affect things down the line, but I will go ahead and cancel that. Did General become a casualty there? I didn't actually see. I think the call needs to be in there or something. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and clear those transfers. That 50 needs out. I think they're going to be sent to the reserve. Yeah, they'll go reserve. There's a guard's call. Well, I was just thinking about that actually, but I don't think I can get behind it due to the TOE here. Unless... I probably would have enough there. 34 mobility, 32. I do have a road there as well. That 50 is really good. That's not gonna happen. What do I have there? Clear terrain. Okay. They have 45. What I'm thinking I might go ahead and do even is attack this, and that should allow me. I could probably get that, but I can't quite be sure. I could more than likely get that. I'd just rather not have zone of control there, but I'm going to have zone of control here anyway. But if I can get rid of that, that's still level 3. It could likely be done as a rifle division. I think it's worth giving it a go, but I think use the motorized. It's not falls. Put them under the wrong one, didn't I? Yeah. That's a beefy TOE there. I don't really want to have vehicles attacking. And I do have some in here anyway. It might be worthwhile just to have that, just to make sure it happens then. That should make it. It's pretty good. I do have a few more over there in the north I could take to. I'll tell you wise, but I'll do then. Right, hope for the best. They do have a pioneer there as well, that helps. Having a few more pioneers would definitely help more light bio. Okay. Yeah, that went well. I need to look at that area. I could have had one unit moving there, that'd be handy. But that obviously being already is not good enough. Okay. Oh, cool. Is that gonna be strong enough? I know they're gonna come under attack. That was particularly great, but I don't really have anything else I can send there. About all we got there. Okay. So yeah, that was a good call there to go ahead and try to encircle the 5th Guards Rifle Corps. That does take some bite out of them. Executed divisions have a very interesting place right now. I really need to get them off map though. Possibly. Well, yeah, I mean, executed division helps out a hell of a bunch. They'd be great in like Western Europe, really. And then I can pull forces off. So sooner or later we'll pull those off. Pulled off 2 Panzer divisions at least. What kind of thinking here then? So that is... What is it? This is heavy woods. That's light woods. That's light woods. I think what I'm going to go ahead and do then is have them move there. This... light woods. Yeah. So that could either go there, or it could go here. But what I kind of want to do then is just like reinforce these positions. I think it's better to have something of a more porous line to a degree. And occupy the positions of real strength, if that makes sense. But then again, this is it, isn't it? I mean, because this is it. This is 40, that's 43, that's 22. That is a weakness of the line. I could even then have that division moved out elsewhere and have like a reserve. Yeah, I mean, I could even potentially move it over that way. That was an awkward one. There is not all that much over here, so we could have some limited counterattacks in fairness. Yeah. And it may be worthwhile doing that, having a limited counterattack. So if we look, we have heavy woods there. Well, I mean, this is it. It's just a fundamental issue that we've got a +1 from the light woods, but then we get a +2 from the heavy woods. So I'd rather have, like, a unit in the heavier defensive fortification. Well, just in the heavier terrain. This is it. It's like if I leave a light woods and a level 1 force, that's 2. But if I move into the heavy woods, that's 2 in of itself, without fortification. Heavy woods, do they have access to the... I was watching The Office, by the way. Do they have access to the dense rule? I'm getting super hungry, by the way. I was, and I do have a stream later on, so I'm going to have to call it rather soon, because I do need to go to the gym. I've, like, got these, like, brand new shoes on. I've just been, like, wearing them just to make them... I don't know, just get my feet used to them. Now I need to actually put them to use. So I'll finish it off in a sec, actually. Right, yeah, there we go. Heavy woods have the dense rule there. So, in dense terrain, the CV of infantry-type ground elements is doubled, and the CV of AV and ground vehicle types ground are halved. So that's a big difference, really. If you can ever move... I mean, obviously clear is the worst, really. But it depends. Like, for infantry it's the worst, but for armoured units it's about as good as it gets. I mean, light woods is about as good as it gets for, like, armoured units. Because you got the dense, double dense, and dense. Then light and urban's dense and, well, double dense and dense. Double dense. So for armoured units, light woods, cities, and I guess tundra. Then these are the ones over here. Yeah, but you want to avoid dense with the armoured units because you are effectively effing yourself. And it is something that you can avoid doing. But yeah, I'll go ahead and have that as consideration for next time then. I will be streaming tonight at 6:30, I do believe. And I'll be streaming some Armoured Brigade with the World War II mod, so look forward to seeing you there. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, and I do fully appreciate that if you will, I have updated the actual Patreon. Now, I know this looks weird in terms of the pounds. I priced them essentially in dollars. When I was actually pricing it, it was dollars, so the A2 size is about $20, I think. And the A1 is $30, I think. I don't know. I don't know why it prices this way, but yeah, if you guys want to support the channel and get something for it, you can actually order a print. That would be awesome. I do have one order already, and I'm going to be sending that out to the States. So if you guys are from wherever, I'm going to be doing a post trip soon, so would appreciate it, and you get a lovely print. Just bear in mind, I don't have the files of this anymore, so once they're gone forever, more or less. But yes, there we are. Until next time, thank you for watching. See you in the future.